kidding. And the thing is that so often people don't really even realize the value of their own, if you want to call it intellectual property, or their purchased wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't value it because they think, oh, nobody would pay for that. But yet we've seen people pay absurd amounts of money for just the littlest bits if it helps others get through the next level or to get the point that you're really trying to bring to the table. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Have you ever noticed when you give someone like a family member or a friend that you know really well, if you give them advice, and this might be advice from your area of expertise, you give them some really great advice, they know you too well. They don't usually accept it that much. But when it's a stranger and they have been introduced to you and they know you for the position that you hold, they know your knowledge, they've heard of you, and somebody's brought them to you and introduced them and said, hey, this is Pat Dewar. Let me tell you about where he's been, what he's done, and let's ask him what he would suggest.
Right.
When you've been introduced that way, and often when you're a paid consultant and they're paying you for that advice, if they follow it, if they listen, it'll be much more effective for them. That's why one of the ways of monetizing your mind is positioning yourself with the true identity you have and positioning yourself so that you can talk to other people. You can be in a position of authority and they will know that they should be listening to you. So positioning is one of the first steps of monetizing the knowledge that you have.
And I know that as we go through this today's show,
Mm-hmm.
it really is, we're going to be building on the positioning and building authority and influence and becoming a leader in the niche that you have authority in. But I know one of the things that you're going to get a lot out of is what they call repurposing content. We've talked about creating content. We've talked about so many different things when it comes to positioning yourself right. But today, we really want to get into the whole repurposing of your content. And
Yes.
if in the next, I don't know, minute or so, what would you want to make sure that they stay tuned to watch and learn?
Well, we talked about capturing content, not wasting your voice, but you can take the things that you say, take the things you say on the telephone and on the internet, and you can change them into a different form. You can create packages that have more value than the initial offering. You can take, and we'll talk about this in the next segment, how you can take just simple conversations and turn them into advice that's not only sellable once, but that you can sell over and over again, that you can even license.
And one of the things that you have to be really careful about is to allow yourself to be creative, to see that there are 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to create purposes or to create content for multiple purposes.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, whether it be the things that we're going to address are ways that you can actually get your information into the marketplace and then actually return with somebody paying.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.